Hi, this is the X and Y axis end stop for the Mini Mill. That's the design anyway. This is the one that I had on mine, and what you'll notice is the bearing opening is kind of ragged, and that's a reason. My bit got loose and it just really went nuts, so I just lost an entire side of the opening that I was supposed to have in there, and then I wasn't able to use this. The others I noticed were a little oblonged as well. I had found one online, but it was for a much different table. As you can see, it's much bigger. Oddly enough, though, the opening and the location of the bolt holes to the top were identical, so I was able to use some of it, one, to verify that I could put a roller bearing inside this thing if I had one my shape. So I took what I could from here, added it to here, created a design, put it into CAD, and I've just completed it, frankly. And what I want to do now is print one, actually four, and replace all the ones on mine, take it apart again, and put this bushing in, the ball bearing into the right location, and then the thrust washer on the back side, then reassemble everything, and then I'll be happy. And then I'll be done with the design and engineering and whatnot, and it will run like I want it to, and I know it will be reliable and smooth. I did have a design where I was trying to make it into one piece, and I just got scared. It was pretty big, and if you print this piece out on top of the motor mount and you're off, now you've just wasted a whole lot of time and a whole lot of plastic. These parts that I have are working real well. The screw holes here will go all the way through. So what I've done, as you'll see, is I've lopped this off, and then I've created the one I need for my machine. So this thing will just slide down where this one is. This one will be gone. That's how I made my adapters, you see. So this part will go here, this part will go here, and it'll screw together, and the bearing and everything will all be just wonderful, we hope. Actually, it will go like this, because the flange is on the way out, so it bolts on like this. There you go. I'm excited. Unfortunately or fortunately, Margaret's piece, one of the pieces for her rolling over the threshold with her wheelchair, is still printing and won't be done until 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tonight, and it's just now 5:30, so I'm in a little bit of a bind on that. I just have to let it print, and then tomorrow morning come down and print my other little part and do a test fit, and then if that works, I still have one more part for her to finish her device upstairs. That's another 5-hour print job, so she's going to hog the printer for one more day. Then I'll be able to print, and these are small parts. These will come out probably, even at high density, less than an hour, maybe 30 minutes. And I'm going to print them at about 100%, maybe 70-80% density. It's going to be like solid plastic, so it's going to be pretty tough, pretty reliable. And this one you can see was hollow, and it had a piece of steel behind it and all that, and we're just not going to go there because I've got a ball bearing in there now. And that ball bearing's got a flange and a seat, and it's going to be captive, so I'm pretty happy with the way that's going to work. Any case, that's what I've been up to. Not real exciting. You don't get to see anything happening fun. There's her part. I had to put a bunch of support in the bottom because it's built on this. It's gonna. This part is hanging down here, so it was hanging. All that was hanging, and it was flopping. It killed one part. Came down, and it was all just falling over. So I had to stop and start over. beef up my supports. Anyway, progress. Tomorrow should be more on the mini mill. And then I'm hoping Monday, Tuesday timeframe, I'll be able to determine my calibration routines, where I want the cutter to start, where I'm going to put the part, and how to set that up so I just say go and it actually does what I want. Once I get it to do what I want on the wood, then I have some older chassis. I'm going to pull them in, clamp them down, let her eat, and just see what we have to do. I imagine I'm going to have to slow down the speed of the travel considerably. I have this cutter worked. I used this cutter on a manual situation and it worked. So I'm not concerned. But the metal in this chassis is very pot metal, so cheap, inexpensive kind of stuff. Yeah, these chassis here. Oh, don't look at this. This is Leon's engine. It's supposed to be in the mail. Didn't quite make it yet. Oh well, I had to take care of Margaret, you know. She's on her wheelchair for another month minimum. All right, gang, that's all I got. Later.